Welcome to Dogman TP Hunting. Today in Newwood, new church. This is Clapham Church in Clapham Woods. Haunted and sightings of UFOs. So let's get underway and investigate. Hello. It's a dog print. Okay. Let's have a look through here. Remember, if you see anything or hear anything, let me know, okay? I am here alone. Just on my Jimmy Jack Jones. And I don't catch everything. That's quite a structure. Wow. That is quite a structure. That has taken some time, that has. That has taken some time. Wow. That is one of the biggest, the most intricate that I've seen for quite some time. The thing is, on the when they make them, if they're made by people, then yeah, they make it easy to get in. You have to get on all fours to get into there. And then once again, where this large tree snap is, this tree's gone over. Maybe the wind, maybe a storm. But then you've got all this teepee as well. Loads of smaller, thinner sticks. All of them, once again, deadfall. None of them cut. None of them been cut. They're just interweaved. Looks like a sea. Looks like someone's. That's dry in there. That is dry. Just for a scary minute there, I thought I saw something. Okay, if there's any spirits, fairies, any cryptids, wood woes, if you want to talk, you can. If you want to come close, you can. I'm no threat to you. Just want to understand. Okay, as I say, this wood is well known for witchcraft, UFO sightings, orb sightings, and ghosts as well. So it'd be interesting to see what we can find. Yeah. Remember, if you hear anything or see anything while we're out here, let me know, okay? Okay. It's a big wide open field. You hear a lot of pheasants. Onward we go. Okay. Got mind out here, it's really slippy. You can see the mud, it's like just everywhere. But it's all worth it because these woods, as I say, creepy, creepy, creepy. Lots of UFO sightings, lights in the sky, many accounts. Which I should tell you about.
Clapham Wood UFO history. In the 1700s, an old woman saw a bright round shape, like the full moon, float down into the woods and disappear in the bushes. Then the woods were filled with fumes that, in her words, stinketh of burning matter. The old woman was then struck down, smitten with palsy, and was given a wide berth by the locals. Since then, there has been a continuation of UFO sightings and possible landings. There have been many sightings reported to the police and investigators, but there must be many more that have not been reported for fear of ridicule. A saucer-shaped object was witnessed by an insomniac while glancing out of his kitchen window in 1968. It was 2 a.m. and he saw the object hovering directly over the nearby woods. He immediately called the police, who, when they arrived, the UFO had disappeared. In October 1972, a telephone engineer driving home alone from Findon Road saw a large saucer-shaped object in the sky before making a circle of the area before zooming off. Another report came from a couple walking near Long Furlong,
Dogman,
West Sussex, who thought they saw Venus low in the western sky until it started moving north very quickly. When the object was over Clapham Wood, a beam of light descended vertically from it and then rapidly withdrew before shooting away to the northeast.
Want to say anything? Say it into the microphone.
In 1967, in the village Rushington, a few miles away, two schoolboys, Tony Newton and John Arnold, had a strange story spelt out to them on a Ouija board. The message claimed that the wood was used as a base for spacecraft and that one had landed to fetch supplies of sulphur and other chemicals. Unknown to them, a few months earlier, Paul Glover witnessed a multiple UFO sighting that seemed to show exactly what the message had said. Disappearances in Clapham Woods. In 1975, reports of disappearing dogs in the woods began to flood into the Worthing Herald, a local newspaper. Wallace, a 3-year-old child, disappeared, as did a 2-year-old collie belonging to John Cornford. The collie, normally obedient, suddenly rushed into a small copse between two trees and was never seen again, although its mystified owner searched the area thoroughly. Another dog owner reported that when she took her dog into the woods, it ran around in circles, foaming at the mouth, with its eyes bulging out of its head as if in great pain. Luckily, she was able to get it back into the car and home, where it calmed down. Other animal owners have reported similar experiences. A horseman tethered his mount while he relieved himself. He was amazed to find the animal disappeared during his brief absence. He made exhaustive inquiries, but the horse was never found. As with most strange areas, there seems to be strange electromagnetic static charge which seems to affect people entering the woods or even causing effects such as advanced decomposition, which happened on a man who had died in the woods after disappearing 2 weeks earlier. It was something the pathologist couldn't quite explain. Satanic rituals. Dave Stringer of Southern Paranormal Investigation Group decided to visit the woods in August 1977 to check out the stories. While he was there, he witnessed a dark shape about 12 feet high. While it was not a bush or tree, he could only describe it as a black mass. This linked directly with an increase in radiation recorded by the Geiger counter that he took with him. During the sighting, in the distance, a white disc shot out of the woods into the sky, disappearing at the same time as the black mass. Stringer retraced his footsteps towards where the form had appeared and found a four-toed footprint, twice the width of a man's foot, but very narrow at the heel. Only on one other occasion has there been seen such a footprint, and that was while investigating a black magic coven in Brighton. Could there be a link at Clapham Woods?
Well, that is not natural. That's not naturally done. I have a lot of branches down around this way, this particular part. This as well. That's not naturally done. It's been placed there, those two stanchions here. These two branches. You can see where they cross at the top. Not quite tall enough to get to the very top there. Could do with some portable steps, really. And you've got these branches around here as well. So they've been placed there. For what reason, I don't know. If there's anything here, any cryptids, ghosts, banshees, you want to let yourself be known, talking to the microphone. Let's say it's quite windy, so you got little branch noises.
The beech tree that we're approaching, very large one, famous in this wood, Satan's tree. The reason it's called that, because sacrifices were meant to have been carried out here. And that brings me to the covens and the rituals, which sometimes involved burning of sulphur, which could account for the acrid smell and fumes reported in these woods. On my travels in these woods, there's one section I'll highlight where I didn't realise any of this until I'd read up and done some research. But there was one part of these woods later on in the video where I did feel quite sick and smelt sulphur, if you like. But I'll highlight it in the video later on. So, some covens also practice dematerialisation of small creatures, which launches the creature's life spark into the area. Now, Dave Stringer of Southern Paranormal Investigation, when he got those footprints, he decided to match and cross-reference the footprints in folklore and witchcraft. Unknown to him, the footprint matched that of the demon Amdusias, which I'll put a photo up now. The woods have since the 1700s had strange incidents occurring. In fact, the report even claimed that an acrid smell occurred. Does this mean that there has been a black coven in the area then? Also, there is the disappearance of Reverend Snelling, the vicar of Clapham Church. That's the church where you see the photographs. That's where I took them. It's a church right near to this woods. One day, this a reverend decided to take a walk back through the woods after shopping at Worthing. He has not been seen since. Then in November 1981, Gillian Matthews, a homeless individual with schizophrenia, was brutally murdered and left in the woods. Between 1972 and 1981, the bodies of 4 missing people were found in the woods. In June 1972, the body of police constable Peter Goldsmith was found in the woods 6 months after he disappeared. 3 years later, missing pensioner Leon Foster's body was found by a couple searching for a lost horse. In 1978, as I spoke of earlier, that was when the Reverend Snelling disappeared and never found again.
Says up there, Thorpe Winter. Thorpe, Winter. Thorpe Winter. Once again, if anyone's got any ideas, let me know. That'd be really cool. Thorpe might be Thorpe Winter Hoke. 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 Thorpe Winter Hoke. Hock. Thorpe Winter Hock might be. Interesting. Okay. Let's try doing an EVP, shall we? Okay, if anyone can hear me, any spirits, any forest beings, and you'd like to make yourself known, then I'm holding a little silver box. You can talk into that. If there's any cryptids, Dogman, a Bigfoot, woodwose. If you like to say your piece, mean you no harm. Any fairies, fae? I'm going to leave it running now. 30 seconds. Okay? Okay. Have a little listen back, shall we? Okay, if anyone can hear me, any spirits, any forest beings, and you'd like to make yourself known, then I'm holding a little silver box. You can talk into that. If it's any cryptids, Dogman, the Bigfoot, woodwose. If you like to say your piece, mean you no harm. Any fairies, fae? I'm going to leave it running now. 30 seconds. Okay? Okay. Well, I didn't pick up anything I can hear on that, but then there's quite a lot of wind noise here. So maybe it's something that I'll have a look at when I get back, plug it into the laptop and see if there's anything else. If there is, I will play it. I will play it for you, so let you know. Okay. Boy, it's muddy. Going under this archway as well. So all you can hear is me sloshing about. Yeah. Just sloshing around. What are you doing, Phil? Okay. I often get like branches as well. This is what I find odd. In a way of a path. I mean, I have been told that's to like sort of stop cyclists, but Yeah, it wouldn't stop them as such, would it? A mountain bike. They'd probably see it as a challenge. I know I would. You know, it wouldn't stop anyone. Just down here. Wow. Now that is a view. England's green and pleasant land, it surely is. My God, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Ah, back to the mud. Okay. Mud and spooky forest. You see, there's another, I just spotted this over here. There's another, this is not, so you can see how inaccessible this bit is, right? Because I've come all the way across 2 fields, basically, through 2 styes, into this wood, and then we find something like this, right? A configuration of branches, once again in this like kind of star pattern. It takes time to do. I mean, it takes time to find these things. You can see there's a like a shepherd's crook of a branch there supporting that one. They're all put together, so they're intersecting here. I mean, it makes no sense why anyone would pick these branches up, and they're all from the same tree. It looks like. I'm just going to stick a K2 on it. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can just put that up. Hold there, hold there. Wood knock. I heard a wood knock. I hope you guys caught that. Hold there. Wood knock. But it is windy. It is windy, so trees do rub together. Yeah, this has been a den. This has been a shelter of some sort. You can see all the sticks everywhere. Just laid about everywhere. And under this branch here, yeah, you can see small branches laid up against here for no reason at all. That's not natural. That's definitely not natural. Okay, I'm just going to try and stick. there's any beings here, any spirits, any cryptids, Dogman, Bigfoot, woodwoes. You might be known as woodwoes. Any fairies or fae? And you can walk towards this box here. Okay, and the lights will light up. It shows that you're near. If not, you can talk into this silver box I'm holding at the moment. It'll record your voice. Certainly records my drone. Wow, this is a busy place. This is a busy place. Whatever's been here, this is quite old, this structure. This is just disintegrated, whatever this was. It was under there. It was under there, which is quite nicely camouflaged, to be honest. That is quite nicely camouflaged. And yeah. Okay. Let's carry on down this path a little way, because we seem to be heading towards activity down this way. Scooch through here. There's lovely bluebells there. Just lots and lots of bluebells. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, that's definitely a badger or fox, could be. There's an underground den there. You can smell it some. Badger or fox? Probably badger, to be honest. Again, we've got some more stick formations, exactly the same as what we saw before, in like almost like a star shape. Hollowed out tree. Do you know, well, there's a tree snap there as well, actually. Hang on. Yeah, there's a branch snap there. So that is basically a sign of an axe as well. And we've got all those other branches laid up across. There's something crazy, man. You know, it's not normally, that's not normally done. Animals don't do that. Not the ones we know anyway. They just don't do that. That's the second one I found, and if you were sticking with me on the video, I mean, that takes some getting through to. You know, it's not the easiest path in the world. It's not one you'd normally take, not through this, you know. Go on, we seem to be on the right path anyway, or off path. So there's been a lot of ghost sightings. Also, UFO sightings as well. Lots of UFO sightings here. Oh, that's interesting, but remember, guys, if you see anything, hear anything, let me know, okay? There has been witchcraft going on in these woods. I know. I was told that. Oh, the tree snapped there. And that is the tree snap. So basically that's been placed there as kind of a don't go this way. Which, yeah, maybe silly me, another tree snap there, that's a big one. Okay, don't go this way, I guess, but, you know, I am going this way, have to. Just want to have a look over this one. This is a very creepy wood. Very odd. Got a strange feeling to it. I mean, all woods do. But during the day, not so much. But in this one, yeah. And also, it's really quiet. No insects or not a lot of birds. I heard a few, but crows mostly, pardon me. But yeah, not a lot going on really. Very quiet. It's nice, you know. Sometimes you do see stuff that's not there. You know, just got to take it as being something, you know. Okay, I think the path I came up on is over this way. Let's have a look. Wow, this is heavy going through here, you know. This is not easy. Yeah, it is. Okay, back on the path now. Must say I'm quite pleased because that was quite a quite a trek across there. Just having a look. From a distance, it's always one of the best things to do. Take a minute out, just have a look. Because they hide. See that glinting over there? Right in the middle of the picture. Something glinting. Shiny, like tin foil shiny. Just like tin foil. Kind of. I didn't even show off my finger. Right in the middle of the screen, there's something there. It's got a long tail, whatever that is. Have a little shake. And we've got a hair, I think. Hair to the right hand side. It's just run past. Okay. That's probably what the glinting was. Could have been. Okay. Right. Off we go. Well, it's a really, really cool place. I like this one a lot. As I say, you know, for daylight, you know, in daylight hours, still got a very heavy, thick woods back there, and they go on for ages. Yeah, it's a creepy feeling. Usually daylight, it's not too bad for me. You know, not too bad. You get used to it anyway. Night time, yeah, totally different vibe night time. I mean, most woods, totally different vibe night time. But this one, in the daytime, yeah, it's odd. It is odd. You know, it's it is odd. Right. But you are my eyes and my ears. So on this video, if you've spotted anything or heard anything, you know, let me know, please. So I miss loads of stuff, especially when I'm out here. I'm too busy looking where I'm walking, to be honest. And look at that. It's lucky I'm upright, to be honest. Right. Okay. Here we go. Honestly, so slippy. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Right. Oh, I know why I'm doing this. Yeah. Because I like to come onto their territory. they're not going to come to my front door. So this is the closest I can get to their front door. That's why I'm doing this. And also, being in the woods and forests does make me feel better for some reason. I do enjoy it. I complain about the mud, but other than that. And there's always something new. Always find something new. Those sticks that I found in like a shape of a star, both in different locations. But when you saw how difficult it was to get to, you know, the terrain's not the greatest. It's not a path, a footpath as such. So that was odd. I've seen them in the other woods and forests as well. Closed. Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me. Just want to say thank you very much for watching. This has been Dogman TP hunting from Clapham Church and Clapham Woods. Highly recommend it. Really beautiful. Yeah, don't come when it's so muddy. Okay, bye.